Hi there, my name is Kim Berkeley. I'm one of the authors of the Speaking Out About Self-Injury blog over on HealthyPlace, and today I wanted to talk about self-harm scars and your wedding day. Now, I am only in the very early stages of wedding planning myself, so unfortunately I don't have a lot of insight into the day of or what happens after, but I did want to take some time to talk a little bit about my scars and what I'm doing about them on my wedding day, because I know there are a lot of brides out there, or soon-to-be brides out there, that are maybe worrying about this and don't quite know what to do. Now, in my case, I am pretty fortunate in a few different ways. For one thing, my scars are very old, relatively. They're more than a decade old now, and they're very faded and very faint against my pale skin. So unless you're staring at my arm with like a magnifying glass, you can't really see them. And so I'm not worried about covering them up for that reason, and I haven't really been for some time now. So I'm free to kind of wear whatever I want without worrying about that. But even if they were more visible, I still would like to think that I would not be worried about it so much, because I know that everyone that I'm inviting to my wedding, for the most part, as far as I know, like they all either know already about what I've been through, or I feel like they would be understanding, or at least not make a fuss about what I've been through if they noticed, which again, I don't think they will. That one of the benefits, I guess, of writing about this kind of thing publicly is that you kind of have to come out about it. And in my case, before I even started writing for HealthyPlace, I made a point of talking to my immediate family about this so that it wouldn't come as a shock when I started publishing about it. And over time, more and more of my relatives have read it, and some of my friends have read what I've been posting, and so they already know, so I don't have to worry about any, nasty surprises on the day of, because everyone that's going to be there already knows or wouldn't worry about it if they did. Now, I'm in an interesting place where I also have heart surgery scars, and those are much more visible to me. They're still kind of puffy, they're still kind of pink, which everything shows up against my skin. So those could be a problem, but again, I don't want to go out of my way to cover them, because at the end of the day, I've worked so hard for so long to come to terms with my scars, come to terms with my body, and not really let the so-called imperfections on my body hold me back from doing what I want to do and being who I want to be and things like that. So on such an important day of all days, I want to make sure that I'm being authentic to myself, to what I want, and not backpedaling on all that work that I've done to accept who I am and how I look. Now, that being said, I do know that, again, I am very fortunate in a lot of ways, and that everybody's situation is going to be different. So if you're in a position where you feel like you can't show your scars, maybe you feel like you have to hide them, or maybe you just happen to be hiding them, it's okay. My answers are not necessarily going to be your answers. But that being said, I wanted to talk a little bit about why I was letting mine show, because I want to remind everyone that it is okay if you want yours to show. You don't have to hide them unless you want to, or you have some reason to. You don't need to worry about being 100% perfect on your perfect day, because, spoiler alert, nothing ever really goes perfectly according to plan in this life. That's something that I think the pandemic kind of taught everybody, but just in case you haven't learned that one yet, generally speaking, things go wrong. People mess up. Humans aren't perfect. That's what it means to be human. So instead of worrying about being perfect and having the perfect day, just worry about being yourself and having the day that feels good to you and to your partner. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave a comment on the blog and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care.